Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rose Gymnasium in Campton, Kentucky. Oh, my goodness. That's all I got to say about this one. We got about 9 minutes before tip-off. This place is electric. The fans are packed. And I tell you what, you got the world's finest here with Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight. Darren back on camera. Folks, I got not only Ty back at the table, Lucas Miller, and Coach Sean Noble from the Jackson Tigers to join us tonight on Bluegrass Sports Nation for the district championship, 55th district action between the Breathitt Bobcats and the hometown Wolfe County Wolves. Guys, I don't know if it gets any better than this.
I mean, you look, I'm sorry, Sean, you look at this crowd, we're 10 minutes away basically from the tip, and we're already well past standing room only.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what you play for all year.
Yeah.
You know, this environment, this is what, you know, all these fans have waited this year to see this championship game, and it's going to be an electric atmosphere.
It sure is. You know, I don't want to take anything away from you guys. I know Ty's got some commercials we got to allude to. I wanted to get on a little early so you guys can talk some basketball. I tell you what, we'll get ready to go to commercial break here in just a minute. And we'll come back and let you two guys talk some basketball, and we'll introduce this game and get things going for the fans at home. Folks, I tell you what, sit back, get ready. If you couldn't make it down here, we got you ready for a good evening of basketball. Probably one of the best in the mountains in the state of Kentucky. But we'll go to commercial and be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation and get into talking some more basketball.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again from Rose Gymnasium. If you're just logging on and catching us on the live feed on Bluegrass Sports Nation, big matchup tonight between the Wolfe County Wolves and the Breathitt Bobcats here at Rose Gymnasium. I'm excited for this game for a lot of reasons, but I'm excited tonight too because we've got Coach Sean Noble from the Jackson City Tigers that have joined us here in the booth tonight to help call this game. And we talked about this, and we wanted to go on a little bit early so Lucas and Sean had ample time to talk some basketball and introduce this game. You guys can do it a lot more justice than I can, and I'm just tickled to death to be sitting up here with both of you guys. Sean and myself, we've covered basketball for everything in Breathitt County before we went on the air. Yeah. And we've already examined and analyzed all the players for both teams.
Yeah, we've solved the problems already.
Yeah, we have. So you guys talk this up, introduce this game, and talk some about Jackson City. And Lucas, you guys can kick that off and go with that, and I'll shut up for a little while.
Well, if we're talking about keys to the game, I think obviously Wolf's keys to the game are probably rebounding first and foremost. They give up some size to Breathitt, and then I think Wolf has to come out, and hit 8 or 10 threes in this game. Yeah. Because obviously they give up some athleticism and size to the Bobcats. They might have the advantage of speed, and I think they've got to negate that size and hold strong on the board. Skylar Ritchie's going to play a huge role in this. Obviously, the first couple of games, Wilgus Tosin's had standout games. I think he scored close to 70 points in the 2 games. And Wilgus is one of those kids, he loves this moment.
Yeah, I really feel that that's Breathitt's key right there is kind of cut the head off the snake right there, because Wilgus, he can really play. He can get his team going, get the shooters going out there, and obviously he drives the lane so good, gets into the gut, and then dishes it to Richie there. So that's a big effect. I think Breathitt's got to be a team tonight that plays together. Uses each other, kind of spread it out like they did us, and get that press set up. They're a pressing team. They're long, athletic, like you mentioned, and that's their big pluses. And offensive rebounding, they got to go with the boards too. So.
And to me, if you're talking about wild cards, people that might play a key role in the game, I think for the Wolves, probably Elijah Tosin. Last week in a game, Elijah hit 10 threes. In a game, set a new school record, and he's a difference maker. If he's on, he changes the game. And then for Breathitt, Andrew Combs or Isaac Bellamy both, can have huge impacts in the game in a real quick manner. They're both above average shooters. Yeah. And Andrew comes off that bench and he's electric.
Yeah, Andrew and Ozzy both. I mean, they're just like the microwaves. Yeah. It's like they really give their team a spark, and just good athletes too. They do a good job.
Folks, like I said earlier, you're going to be hard pressed to find better action anywhere in the state. We got a great crew assembled to bring you this ball game. I'm really excited for this one. Like we said, there's all kinds of implications, and we've got to the point where there's just a few seconds on the clock. I don't think we need much more introduction to this ball game. Everybody at home knows what's on the line. Everybody here in this, this gymnasium, we talked about it last night. Lucas and myself both tickled to death at the communities and the fan bases that have come together and have supported the girls' game last night and supporting these boys here tonight. It's marvelous that we can all come together and watch these great athletes. And Bluegrass Sports Nation works hard to cover as many regions and districts as we can, and all of our student athletes. And we've got some great ones in Breathitt County and Wolfe County. And it's going to be exciting tonight. I mean, there's not
it's live in here tonight.
There's not an empty seat. They've got chairs on the stage. And this is what mountain basketball, and this is what basketball in Eastern Kentucky is all about.
Right. Welcome to Eastern Kentucky.
Yes, folks. Sir. Yeah. I think we're going to stay live probably until they're going to do some introductions and probably do the national anthem. So I think we'll take a commercial break while we do the national anthem and do our starting lineups. Folks, sit back. If you got to get up and do anything, do it now, because you're not going to want to miss a second of this ball game.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom now.
Yeah, get it done. We'll be back in just a few minutes after this commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, located in Jackson, Kentucky, is proud to serve Breathitt and surrounding communities. They are also proud to support the local schools and sports teams. Come in and allow them to help you with all your electric and plumbing supply needs. And now introducing Jackson Septic Supply, selling concrete septic tanks. Give Herbie and the gang a call at 606-666-4052 to see how they can help you.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We pride ourselves in being a community bank that builds relationships with our clients and offers cutting-edge financial products. For 120 years, People's Bank has focused on helping clients achieve their financial goals. We would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Folks, we are back after a wonderful rendition of the national anthem. You talk about some talent. That young lady right there, I didn't get her name. Kaylee Elam. Wonderful job.
Outstanding.
And we are set for some basketball action here at the Rose Gymnasium in Campton, Kentucky. You talk about an electric atmosphere. We got Breathitt County pep section. Some of those dressed up like ESPN announcers over in the corner. Wolfe County pep section is on fire. The bands are here. The fans chanting USA after the national anthem. This is the Super Bowl of high school basketball in this district, and here we go as a tip. Collins gets it back to Hoskins. Sperry going to handle it up the court. He finds Bellamy over in the corner. Now back to Hoskins. Top of the key to Sperry. Inside to Collins. Drives up against Ritchie off the backboard. 2 early points for Christian Collins. Inside against Ritchie. That's going to be a big matchup. Tolson. Wilgus inside. Now over in the corner. He shoots it inside to Ritchie. Up a little hook over the back. No good. Sperry clears out the rebound. Bellamy. Sperry inside to Hoskins. Stops free throw line. Puts up a shot. No good.
That's a shot that he hit about 8 times in that first game here at Wolfe.
Yep, you're right. I'm sure they're going to be looking for that, but they don't want that result. That's for sure. Tolson now working against Collins. Going to drive. Goes in up off the backboard, and it's good. Look for a lot of that.
Well, Breathitt looks to be going to try to use Collins' length to bother Tolson. Yeah. Obviously, Tolson has the advantage with the speed.
Sperry. Inside to Collins. Dish to Bellamy. Open in the corner for 3. He loves that shot, but that one doesn't fall. Lige Tolson with the rebound. Gets it back to Wilgus. Sets up over on the right wing. Going to drive against Collins. Dishes in the corner to Lige for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Sperry with the rebound. Sperry going to drive. Kicks it back to Luke Bellamy. Wanted to take the 3, but doesn't. Inside to Hoskins. Goes up. Blocked by Ritchie. Ball tapped. Goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Bobcats. Ritchie gets a hand on that one.
Good job stopping the basketball that time and made him kick it out.
Elijah Tolson does a really good job taking charges, and that'll play a big factor in this game, I think.
Looking to get the high post.
Yeah. Hoskins tries to go to work inside, kicks it out to Turner. Now to Collins. They're going to back off Collins at the 3-point line because he's probably not going to shoot that one. Hoskins wanted to do a backdoor pass to Collins, and he throws it right to Tolson. Tolson drives, kicks it over in the corner to Thompson. Thompson with Turner on him. Works, goes in the lane, stops inside to Ritchie. Dishes to Wilgus Tolson in the lane. Backdoor pass, no good. Misses the spot. Bellamy comes up with it, gets it to Sperry, up and under, no good. Tipped. Wolves cleared out of there. Wilgus Tolson, 1-on-2. He slows things up. Gets it to Thompson over in front of the Breathitt bench now. Turner working on him. What about the defense of Jalen Turner right now on Thompson, trying to shut him down tonight. He is in his jersey. Ball out of bounds. Turnover Wolves, and it'll go to the Bobcats.
Letting them play early.
Hey, you said it. You said it, Lucas.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the referees may have had a little talk before this one, I'd say. Bellamy over to Sperry. Back to Bellamy. Top key over to Hoskins.
Some of our Breathitt viewers might not know number 1 for the Wolves. He hasn't played this season against Breathitt. That'd be Levi Mayab.
You're right. Levi Mayab, starter for the Wolves here tonight.
High screen.
Ritchie hands it back off to Wilgus. Wilgus wants to drive. Step back 3-pointer. It's good. Look out when that young man gets hot. 4:48 to go in the first. 5-2. Wolves with a 3-point lead.
Coach Noble does not want to let Wilgus see the ball go through the basket a whole lot early on.
You're right. Confidence to that young man is a lot. Hoskins steps back for the jump shot off the rim. No good. Bellamy tried to tip it back. It's going to go out of bounds. 4:31 to go. 5-2. We got a full timeout. It's Breathitt, yeah. Coach Noble called it. We'll kick it over to executive producer Ty back for a quick commercial, and we'll be right back.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Welcome back to Rose Gymnasium. Sean, what do you think Coach Noble's talking about in the huddle here?
Well, I'd say he wants to get his team moving. You know, they really haven't run an offensive set yet. They've been kind of going inside, looking to make the extra pass here early. That's good, but sometimes you get a little stagnant here.
I think Coach Creech will probably try to draw something up here to maybe get Sawyer Thompson or Elijah Tosin a look here, or get Wilgus Tosin going downhill.
And he's really effective when doing that. When he gets to the basket, it's going to be a long night for the other team.
4:31 to go here in the first. 5-2. Wolves with the three-point lead. Wilgus Tosin across midcourt. Collins in front of him. We talked about the length of Collins, but Tosin with the advantage of the speed. Out of Thompson. Sawyer going to work around Jalen Turner. Turner right on him playing defense, trying to shut him down. Leading scorer for the Wolves is Sawyer Thompson. He's going to drive, stops, puts up the little jump shot, and it's good.
That's good defense and a good shot. That's all you can say there.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's all you can say. Yeah,
that's great basketball all the way around. Turner over to Sperry.
Get a swing across. There we go.
Over to Hoskins, inside to Collins, tipped. Collins comes back down with it, goes up. Tosin going to knock it out of there, but get called for the foul. It's going to, and you guys can correct me on this or help me on this. Is it not going to be hard for a shorter guy like Elijah Tosin or Wilgus Tosin to try to block that on Collins from behind?
Yeah, and you really get in trouble by letting him catch it that low. What you got to do is you got to have ball pressure on the passer and make that pass hard. Once he catches it that deep, there's not a lot you can do with it because of his length.
Yeah, you know, Collins and Hoskins, they really work good together in the high-low situations, make good passes. Plus, you're right, Coach. You got to just front that. You can't let him get inside.
Wilgus over talking to the referee as he comes up the court with the ball. You got to love this guy. Loves the game. I tell you what, he's passionate. He's going to drive the lane right now. Goes up off the backboard and good.
So it's contagious.
9-4 Wolves, 3:28 to go in the first. Bellamy with Wilgus in front of him, over to Turner for the three. No good off the rim. Rebound Bellamy. Over to Turner, drives. Looked like he was going to pass it inside, and we got a foul picked up. And that's going to be on Wilgus Tosin. That'll be his first. 2 fouls for the Wolves here early. 9-4, 5-point lead for the Wolves.
3:19 to go in the first quarter here.
We haven't said a lot about Sperry and Mayab, but Mayab's been doing a good job guarding Sperry. Little move by Collins. He gets his own rebound, goes up and in by Collins. Christian Collins with all 6 points for the Bobcats here with over 5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Christian starting out really good. He's being active. He's being a big guy. That's what he's supposed to do.
Tosin to Thompson. That's what he likes. The three, no good. Good ball movement that time by the Wolves.
Sperry in transition.
Look out. Kicks it in the corner to an open Turner for three. In and out. Ball tipped. And I think we're going to get Hoskins over the back. You're talking about an emotional game. You can see it on these players' faces. This is electric from one end to the other, every possession.
This whole game is going to be a game of runs. You know, one team might go on a 10-2, 8-0 run, and then the other team's going to answer.
Yeah.
That's always how these games play out.
Absolutely. It's like a fight.
Yeah.
Heavyweight matchup. Each fighter is going to throw their big-time punch somewhere. Here comes one from Wilgus, I thought. Looking to drive against Collins. He goes up and under, and it's good. What a move. What a move.
Man, that was fantastic by the young man. Great footwork.
Wilgus Tosin with 9 of the Wolves' 11 points here in the first quarter. Turner to Bellamy. Bellamy wants to drive. Kick to Sperry. Open for three. The young man loves the game. That shot no good. Ritchie with the rebound. And we got a foul.
Andrew Combs will be coming in for Bryce Hoskins here. And that changes the dynamic of the game a lot.
It sure does.
For two different reasons. Now Skylar Ritchie's going to have to guard someone besides Bryce Hoskins.
Right.
You know, he's going to have to come off the out of the lane a little bit more.
Changes the dynamics for both teams in a lot of ways.
It does.
Mayab doing a great job handling the ball in front of Sperry. Over to Wilgus Tosin.
We've seen Andrew Combs switch on to Wilgus Tosin.
Yep. We got a foul on the court. That's going to be on. Who'd they call it on? I was trying to see the number.
Sperry. Look like some good defense right there.
Inbound to Ritchie. Now kick back to Tosin from the three-point line, and that shot is good. Wilgus Tosin continues to tally up the point total. Sperry
slipped
under the basket, slips, and the turnover will go against the Bobcats and to the Wolves as we got another timeout. We'll kick it over to tie back for another commercial. We'll be right back after this message.
For $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
1:31 to go in the first quarter. Wolfe County Wolves with a 14-6 lead over the Bobcats right now. Wilgus Tosin, I'm tallying them up to make sure I'm right, with 10 points of, let's see, 2,
I think 12, actually.
Yes, you're right. 12 points of the Wolves, 14. He's hit 2 threes, and he's controlling the ball for the Wolves right now, working against Andrew Combs. Lob to Ritchie.
Wow.
Great play right there by Coach Dixon.
Wolves off the hook, out of the Breathitt County timeout with the lob to Ritchie and the rim getting ripped off. The Wolves fans got to love that. Elijah Tosin clapping it up. Bobcats go to work. Collins under the basket, going to draw the foul against Ritchie. He'll go back to the line. Christian Collins with all 6 of the Bobcats' points here. And we're knocking on the door of 1 minute left in the quarter. And the Bobcats, the Wolfe County Wolves, have held them to 6 points.
Well, I think one thing the Bobcats have to do, I mean, obviously they have an advantage in the paint when Bryce is out there and Turner and Collins. But you also have really talented guards.
Right,
you can't just completely go away from them.
Exactly.
They've got to find Bellamy a shot. You know, he's played this whole first quarter, and he hasn't put a shot up yet. You know, I'm sorry, he put up 1 3. But, you know, he's a kid that you want him in a rhythm. You've got to try to find him some shots. You've got to try to get Sperry going.
So the clock ticks under a minute. The Wolves go back to work. Ritchie dumps it off to Tosin. Tosin wants to drive, kicks it out now to Mayab. Mayab wanted to go backdoor pass and throws it out of bounds. Tosin says, hey, my fault. I got you. Take a deep breath. Good leadership on this Wolves team.
The amount of maturity that Wilgus has come with this season, Coach Creech has raved about it all year.
It's unbelievable at this point, I just tell you.
And people think Wilgus is a really old kid. He's just 18. He was really young last year as a senior. He never repeated or anything.
Turner with it in the corner now to Sperry. In the corner to an open Andrew Combs for 3. Look out. Ball tipped. Tipped again. Collins comes down with it up off the backboard. 2 more points for Collins. He has been all the offense for the Bobcats at this point. 20 seconds, 16-9. Wilgus Tosin directing traffic. I wouldn't want to bet on who's taking the last shot for the Wolves.
I look for a high ball screen here.
9 seconds.
With about 5 seconds to go.
Drive and kick.
Yep. Tosin calls for it. Step back 3 right in front of the bench. No good, off the rim. That'll bring us to the end of an electric first quarter. Wolves with a 16-9 lead. We'll take a break and be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, located in Jackson, Kentucky, is proud to serve Breathitt and surrounding communities. They are also proud to support the local schools and sports teams. Come in and allow them to help you with all your electric and plumbing supply needs. And now introducing Jackson Septic Supply, selling concrete septic tanks. Give Herbie and the gang a call at 606-666-4052 to see how they can help you.
Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to kick off second quarter action from Rose Gymnasium 55th District Championship. I always say this, but the fans miss some of the best commentary during the commercial breaks. This place is electric, and it's spilling over to us. I'll tell you what, everybody here is excited about this ball game. And
Andrew Mayab, number 12, has checked in for the Wolves. Their first sub. I think he got...
he's come in for Lides.
Yeah, Elijah Tosin.
Wilgus working with Andrew Combs in front of him. Gets a screen from Richie. Thompson with it now. Got Turner in front of him. Great defense by Jalen Turner, and he's going to get a little arm bar, a little foul on the way to the hoop.
The frustrating thing about that foul is that's happened on both ends the whole game. You know, you just hate to, you know.
You hate to start calling it now because it wasn't called.
It's hard to adjust.
Wilgus inbounds to Thompson. Now back to Wilgus.
I think he stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds. 16-9, 7:38 to go. Folks, if we have any trouble with the clock issue with our camera on the clock, we'll be sure and keep you updated on the clock all night long. We'll try to talk to you the whole time. You know I'm good at that. Sperry hands it off to Bellamy. Wilgus Tolson in front of him. Over to Turner. Inside to Collins, working against Richie. Spins, pivots, goes up. Shot no good. Ripped down by Wilgus Tolson. He's pushing. Cross midcourt, stops. Inside to Richie. Richie couldn't hardly handle it. Tips it back out. Mayab gets it to Mayab. Dumps it off to Wilgus Tolson now. Top of the key. He'll stop, put up the three. Nothing but net for Wilgus Tolson. Come to expect nothing less of him. Sperry, 19-9 now, 6:53 to go.
Sperry likes to take this rhythm dribble and go into a drive. Yep. I thought he was going to go baseline there.
Wilgus just about knocks it loose from Bellamy. Luke passes it over to Christian Collins. Collins going to step back. Christian Collins with a three-point basket of his own.
Well, I mean, you know, Wilgus is playing out of his head right now, you know, hitting everything. Yeah. Collins is doing the same thing, keeping Breathitt in this ballgame.
Exactly. Collins, all 12 points now for the Bobcats. Mayab comes back to the top of the key.
That's a big shot by Collins.
It really was. Yeah. Drives, goes up and under, puts up the layup. No good. Big rebound by Christian Collins. Empty possession for the Wolves. That could be important for the Breathitt.
There's his rhythm dribble.
Sperry to the basket for 2 points and the foul.
Breathitt just needs to stay calm and keep running their stuff and move it up down the court. Like Coach said a minute ago, it's a game of runs.
Yeah, you're going to see Lides Tolson come back in for Mayab. Sperry will step to the free throw line.
That's Skylar Ritchie's second foul, so, you know, Coach Creech is going to leave him out there and roll the dice a little bit.
It's an important key to keeping this game. Shot was no good.
I think we're going to have Andrew Combs, I think.
I think that foul's going to be on Andrew.
Yeah, a little frustration there. Both teams are woofing it up right now, talking. It's a big game. The most important thing you do as an athlete is play for a championship.
Absolutely.
And they're doing it right now. Both teams have great effort.
Thank you for that, Coach. I tell you what, that's very important. Big game like this can get in your head real easy as a player.
Absolutely.
Tolson kicks it back to Mayab. Knocked down. Sperry comes up with it.
Yep.
And they're going to get Mayab for that foul on Sperry. 5:58. 5 fouls for the Wolves and 5 fouls for
Mark Mattingly, number 23, is checked in for the Wolves. For Skylar Ritchie here. And so the Wolves are giving up some size down low here.
Yes, they are.
Coach Creech has to make a decision, and the Bobcats look to capitalize on that. As you see Sperry once again Shot no good. Got his own rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Mattingly tried to save it, but it'll stay with the Bobcats.
Sperry looked like he was going to pass that to Collins, and then last second he put it up.
Look for Jalen Turner to come right back in here and post up.
Sperry over in the corner. Cross court to Bellamy. Stops. Over in the corner now to Combs. Combs drives against Lige Tosin. Shot no good. Cleared out of there by Mayab. Mayab with a rebound. Brings the ball up the court for the Wolves. Over to Lige Tosin. Thought
nice.
about the three. Inside. Christian Collins with a huge dunk. Who told Christian Collins this was a big game? He has brought his A game tonight, offensively and defensively.
He is a stat stuffer right now.
One thing you got to remember about Collins, this is the first time he's ever played for a district championship.
You're right.
You know, I mean,
he alluded to it in the post game the other night when they asked him. He said, I want to play for the district championship. He's never gotten to. Tolson has to call a timeout. The Wolves can't get it inbound for the Bobcat defense.
It'll be a 30-second timeout.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this message.
People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We pride ourselves in being a community bank that builds relationships with our clients and offers cutting-edge financial products. For 120 years, People's Bank has focused on helping clients achieve their financial goals. We would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Had a lot of time, folks, to talk about sponsors, but here's a few for you. Special thanks to Variety Pizza, Wolfe County Farm Bureau, People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Built Right Construction, the Law Office of Darrell Harold. And we'll get right back to the action. Tolson inbound to Mayab. Step back three. No good. In and out. Big rebound by Collins, but knocked loose by Thompson. Gets it back to Lige Tolson. Puts up the three. No good. Collins with another rebound. This time he rips it loose and controls it. Here comes Turner down the court. Jalen dishes to Sperry. Now to Collins. Collins turns. Goes up and under. Little shot. Jump shot. No good. Tipped off the backboard. No good. Sperry. No, that's Turner.
That's Turner.
It's hard to tell them with these new haircuts they got.
You just see so many kids making such effort plays out there right now.
A lot of big-time plays being made offensively and defensively by both teams. Turner gets it over to Collins. Now to Sperry. He wants to shoot the three, and it's good. Three-point basket by Austin Sperry brings the Bobcats within two. 4:48 to go before the half. Wilgus Tolson directing traffic. Mattingly and Thompson going to switch places. Thompson with it now. Looks to drive. Dishes back to Mayab. Mayab open for three. Look out, the young man making the best of his time.
Mayab getting in on the action right now.
Yes, sir.
Levi's a really good ball handler and athlete.
Collins inside working against Mattingly. And Mattingly going to get called. That's another one of those little check fouls we talked about.
Yeah. Coach, they love to get Christian Collins at that high post and let him go to work right there.
You see Isaac Bellamy taking off the warm-up for the Bobcats, and he's going to come in for Cousin Luke.
One of Coach Creech's keys was don't give Isaac Bellamy space. Because as soon as he touches it, he's ready to shoot it. He's got a quick release.
Collins goes into the basket, drove the lane, hits the deck, but he'll draw the foul. Foul going to be called on Mayab.
Yeah, the last thing you want to see if you're Coach Creech is one of Bellamy boys getting hot, you know. Both great shooters.
Mayab and Andrew Mayab will come back into the game for Levi. Collins goes back to the free throw line. 4:09 to go before the half. Wolves with 7 fouls this half, and Bobcats with 5. Collins.
I think this is the 1-and-1 here. I think they called that on the floor.
Yeah.
Collins is able to make it, though.
Collins hits the first. He's done a great job from the free throw line tonight already. Makes the first of the 1-and-1, toes the line for the second. Shot is up off the front of the rim. Lige Tolson with the rebound. Coach Creech Screaming orders right in front of Wilgus Tosin. Tosin come across midcourt. Now to Thompson. Thompson drives past Turner. Up and under, little fake. Nice, smooth by Thompson. 24-18 as Collins' shot does not fall, but Mayab, I believe, will be called.
He done a good job trying to take the charge. He was just a little late getting there.
He did, yeah.
He didn't get his feet set.
It was great effort, but Collins just had too much momentum.
Yeah.
Had him beat. He's being really aggressive tonight.
What presence by Christian Collins on this Bobcat team tonight is, you can't say enough about the way he's played in his first half as he hits another free throw. 24-19, 3:50 to go before the half. Collins' second shot. It's good. Here comes Wilgus Tosin for the Wolves.
Breathitt still in man-to-man.
Tries to take Combs off the dribble, step back jump shot. Man, he is so good at that.
And that's another one of those you just got to nod your head if you're Coach Noble, you know. I mean, you just played good defense, and Wilgus made a great shot.
He's going to make some of those. Sperry up against Tosin and Thompson. Shot is no good. Who are they going to charge the foul on? That's going to be on Wilgus.
Second.
That's 2 on him.
Good drive right there by Austin Sperry.
Sperry will go to the free throw line. Levi Mayab about to check back in for the Wolves. First shot for Sperry is good. I tell you what, that's going to be a key factor in this game. For either of these teams, they got to hit their free throws.
Absolutely.
So Mayab in. Wilgus will get a quick breather.
Be interesting to see here. The Wolves just have 2 starters out there right now.
Right.
I'm sorry, 3. Levi Mayab just checked back in, but Wilgus and Schuyler on the bench now, so where they go for their offense.
Second shot by Sperry is good. Mayab little
set up the press.
Yep, little press for the Bobcats. See how the Wolves handle it. They break it, get it to Tosin. Lodge dishes to Mayab. Levi wants to drive the lane and does. Up off the rim, no good. Ball tipped. Collins handles it, brings it up the court. He's going to go up. Shot no good, but tipped by Sperry and good. And the Bobcats draw within 3 minutes.
Well, Coach Noble, as soon as Wilgus Tosin left the floor, turned up the pressure.
Big time shot by Mayab, no good.
He tipped it.
He had it,
You're going to see Wilgus come back in here.
Yeah, that wasn't long. You got to play him. He's got such good pace with the basketball and disrupts him.
I think they said that ball was partially blocked.
Partially blocked, yeah.
No argument by Coach Noble. So it must have been touched there.
That's a good call.
2:53 to go before the half. Wolves with a 26-24 lead. Lodge Tosin comes in, puts up the 3. No good. Tipped. Isaac Bellamy is there to handle it. Gets it to Turner. Turner now looking cross court to Isaac Bellamy. Bellamy gonna drive, kicks it to Turner. Open for 3. Jalen Turner, no good. Rebound down to Christian Collins. Combs gonna drive, goes in. Shot is no good, but we'll get a foul on Levi Mayab.
I look for Coach Creech to call timeout here.
Bobcats with some intensity. You can kind of feel things changing a little bit. Little momentum swing to the Cats right now. Combs steps to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's
first
a good
shot
call.
by Combs is good.
They've gotten to the free throw line. They've made their free throws, got himself right back into the game.
Combs draws the Cats to within 1. 2:32 to go. Combs looking to tie it up. Puts in the shot is good. That'll tie us up at 26.
1-2 press.
Wilgus picked his dribble up.
And a turnover by the Wolves. Combs handles it. Kicks it to Sperry. Steps up for the 3. Look out. We talked about the runs.
Yeah.
And Coach Creech has to take a timeout. We'll take it with him and go to commercial break. We'll be right back after this message.
EDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
And hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
To our sponsors, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, PDQ Sales and Service, Jackson Physical Therapy, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric, Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Appalachian Wireless, Law Office of David Johnson, and Hutch Automotive and Tire Works. 2:18 to go before the half. Thompson inbound to Tolson. And we got another little check foul. We're going to be on Turner right in front of the scorers table. Coach Noble says it's all right.
Coach Noble switched up the press right there, went to the 2-2-1, gave him a different look, but Will gets handled pretty easy.
Luke Bellamy checks in now for Jalen Turner.
Thompson with the jump shot is good for the Wolves.
Well, he's got a pretty shot.
He sure does. Leading scorer for the Wolves. Sperry sets up shop.
2-3.
For the offense.
I think
2-3
they're trying
zone.
to protect a little bit. You know, Skylar Ritchie check back in for the Wolves.
You know, since Breathitt County went to Bellamy and Combs there, it's been a better matchup for him.
Yeah.
I look for Breathitt to flash Spurry or Collins this free throw line with three shooters up here.
1:38 to go. Bellamy still with it, top of the key. Bobcats content to sit back right now. Wait on the right shot. Over to Combs. Now back to Bellamy.
Wolves got to be careful not to let Sperry get this, because if Ritchie has to step up, he'll lob to Collins.
That's right.
You got the high-low.
Long three by Luke Bellamy, in and out. 1:12 to go now before the half, 28-29.
Luke's a really good shooter, but I don't think that was the shot that Coach Noble wanted out of that possession.
I don't think so either.
No, sir.
Thompson going to drive against Sperry. Spins. Fadeaway jump shot. Makes a couple tips around the rim.
Guys, we're watching some high-level basketball right here.
Yes, we are.
Really are.
I mean, both ends,
nice
they're making great plays.
Less than a minute. Wolves with a 1-point lead. 43 seconds before halftime.
Would you try to get Tolson out? Next dead ball?
Yeah, definitely. If I was on, if Coach Creech gets the ball back, he'll hold it for one, or at least try to.
Right. Long three by Isaac Bellamy, no good. Sperry saves it, throws it off Mayab out of bounds.
It's a good hustle play
Heads
there.
up play by Austin Sperry.
Big time play.
Look for Collins to dive to this rim right here. Yeah. Coach Creech is going to get Ritchie out. That's a smart decision. And Wilgus.
And Wilgus, yes.
8th grader Max Wisman, number 22, checks in for the Wolves.
Wisman and Mattingly both in for the Wolves. 28 seconds to go, 30-29. Wolves with a 1-point lead. Sperry to Bellamy over in the corner. Now to Combs. Back to Bellamy with Wisman in front of him. Bellamy going to dribble it back out to the top of the key. 17 seconds now.
Coach Harn spread.
Bellamy drives, goes up off the backboard. No good. Tipped. Thompson.
Oh, we're going to have a foul on Christian Collins, I think. Wilgus Tosin and Skylar Ritchie will probably check back in here, I think.
Yeah. Good call, Coach.
No, we're going to have a 1-and-1.
1-and-1, yeah.
Thompson handled the ball with a miss from Bellamy. And going to get the foul on Collins. That's his first. And Thompson will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Dalton Voles, number 24, checks in for Max Wisman.
Yep.
Good job by the freshman coming in.
Yeah.
8th grader?
8th grader.
8th grader, okay, yeah. Kid looks good.
Thompson toes the line for the first shot. Nothing but net. For Sawyer Thompson.
Sawyer's having a good game so far.
Yeah, he is. 8.8 seconds before the half. Shot no good.
Spurry, look for Spurry to go straight to the rim or pull up here.
Pull up three, no good, off the backboard. Mayab clears it from half court.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Off the backboard, no good. That'll bring us to halftime from Rose Gymnasium. 31-29, a 2-point lead for the Wolves. We'll be right back after this message on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Welcome back to Rose Gymnasium. We're at the half still. Wolfe County leads 31-29. I'm joined now by Coach Gary Brown of the 55th District Girls Champ, Wolfe County Wolves. Coach Brown, I want to say congratulations on your win last night and give you an opportunity to talk about your girls a little bit and how the game went.
Hey, thank you very much. Right there. Yeah, the game went really well for us. We got off to a good start last night. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, got in a little foul trouble and we held on there to the end.
You obviously don't have a deep bench, to say the least, and anytime you just play 5 players predominantly, you have to be creative in how you manage the game and everything. I thought you did a really good job of that last night, looking to run and score, and then also playing a little more controlled at times.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's the thinnest team I've ever coached, so I got to save a couple of my timeouts. I get 5, so I usually try to save a couple of them to use to take a break throughout the game right there. So I use 2 or 3 for that, and then I got a couple to game plan for stuff.
Obviously, you won't know who you play in the regional tournament till later tonight after a little mix-up with the draw, and everybody's going to redraw tonight after the Perry-Leslie girls game. But you got to feel pretty good going into the regional tournament as a winner, and how everything plays out. From here, you never know, but that's got to be good going in as a winner.
Oh, yes. Obviously, it's much better going in as a winner as a loser. Last year we lost, and my girls' heads were kind of down going into that first round of the region right there, and it's hard to get them back up in the short turnaround.
Sure.
Coach Brown, I was really impressed with the composure of Sarah Smith at the end of the ball game. The Lady Cats kept putting her on the line, and she kind of embraced.
Just up the road in Arlington.
Every time that the Lady Cats would come back within 7 or within 6, when they thought they were getting it close and she went to the free throw line, she really put the team on her shoulders and said, hey, we got this, and would put you back up by 11 just from the free throw line. So I was really impressed with their composure. Congratulations. It was a great game. I loved calling that game. And
we talked a lot last night about the atmosphere and the crowd. One of the biggest girls' crowds I've ever been a part of.
The community support from both clubs that were here last night. It was an electric atmosphere for a girls' game.
Oh, it was. It's the most exciting girls' game as far as that crowd that I'd ever been in. I guess it's probably been my 9th or 10th district championship game, and it's by far the biggest crowd and by far the most electric crowd. And speaking of Sarah, she was huge last night. I've got her in one of my PE classes during school, so she takes, she shoots 100, 200 free throws every single day.
Well, you could tell.
These last couple weeks, she's really grown as a player right there, and she's carried us.
Yeah, they looked great last night. Best of luck to you, and congratulations. And I can't wait to like Lucas alluded to, we'll see who the draw is going to be tonight. Everybody thought what was going on, but it's not. So
yeah, it's a crazy thing. I should find out hopefully about the time this game ends. It should be, up there. So when that game ends, I should find out, around about probably 8:30, 8:45.
Yep.
Skip ahead to tonight. This first half, we talked about before the game. Everybody thought it'd be a game of runs, and obviously it has. Wilgus Tosin came out on fire. Of course, we wouldn't expect anything else in this
setting.
Matchup and setting. And
he really likes to play against Breathitt.
Yeah, and Christian Collins just came to play for Breathitt. He's a difference maker.
Yeah, he was huge in the first half. I told our principal, Greg Creech, right there, it reminded me a lot of our game last night. We hit Breathitt with a run right there, and they come back a little bit there. We got in foul trouble and kind of stymied us a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened to us. Wilgus picked up his second foul, and Skyler picked up his second foul, but I knew Breathitt. Breathitt's a really good team, and it's a big game of runs.
Yeah.
It'll be whoever makes the last run in this second half, I believe, who will cut the nets down.
Yeah, and one thing that we want all of our viewers and everybody to understand is the loser of this game is still a major contender in the regional tournament. Whether it's Wolfe County, whether it's Breathitt County, they're going to be one of the main people that have something to say about who goes to Rupp Arena from the 14th region.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen it over the years several times. Perry Central beat Hazard in the finals of the district, and then Hazard wins the region.
Sure.
Or Hazard beat Perry Central in the finals of the district, and Perry Central goes on and wins the region.
Well, Coach Brown, we want to thank you for coming up, and we wish you luck on Sunday, whoever you play and whatever time you play. And we'll be covering the game for you for sure on Sunday, whenever you play. And
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all do a super job promoting our athletes right there, and I really appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thanks, Coach Gary Brown of the 55th District Lady Wolves. And we're going to take a few more commercial breaks here, and we'll be back for the start of the second half.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
For $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
Special thanks to you guys at home that are watching us tonight here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. You're in for another good second half of basketball. We want to also say special thanks to our sponsors, Thacker Grigsby Communications, the best in TV and internet in our area. Wolfe County Tourism, come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Wolfe County Farm Bureau Federation, with over $5,000 to local food banks and in scholarships to kids in 2021. Whitaker Bank of Campton, supporting the Wolves and all of Wolfe County. Banks Auto Sales, serving Wolfe County in the area for over 25 years. Holbrook Implement, see Ted and Todd and all the good people at Holbrook Implement for your farm equipment and tractor needs, your local Kubota dealer. Variety Pizza, well, special thanks to them for being a tournament sponsor. Your home in Jackson for the best pizza along with their famous hoagies. Wolfe County Farm Bureau with agents Susan Cable and Fig Kelly. All your insurance needs. Farm Bureau is big on Kentucky. People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. Go Time, refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time with 7 great locations. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. Built Right Construction with over 30 years experience. We will work with you to get the lowest price available. 859-556-4224, licensed and insured. Law Office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs in Jackson and Breathitt County. Special thanks to all of our sponsors tonight. We'll continue to read through them. Folks, that helps us make this game possible. You guys don't know how important our sponsors is, how important they are. If you get a chance, stop by and say hello and tell them you heard about them on Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight as we get ready to tip off the third quarter action. Leading scorers, of course, for the Wolves in that first half was Wilgus Tolson with 17 points. Christian Collins with 15. Austin Spurry knocks on the door with 12. And we're here to kick this one off in the third quarter. Bobcats with the ball. Spurry inside to Turner. Goes up off the backboard. Jalen Turner kicks things off for the Cats.
Nice set play by Coach Noble there out of the half. Wanted to get Turner going.
31-31. Ritchie gives to Tolson, inside to Ritchie, and Turner with the block. 31-31, a big defensive play by Turner. Hoskins back under the basket, shot no good, brought down by Sawyer Thompson. Wilgus Tolson brings the ball down the court for the Wolves. He goes down the lane, up and under. Layup is no good. Noble wants Sperry to run. Sperry down the lane. Going to pick up the foul from Mayab. 7-14. 31-31. During the first half, I only went through 1 bottle of water. I got another one close by. Woo.
I need mine. Let's hear you talking about it.
Once again, folks, tickled to death to have Coach Sean Noble of the Jackson Tigers here alongside myself and Lucas Miller to call on this one. Turner inside to Collins, working against Thompson, and he shuffled his feet and got called for the walk. Turnover. Bobcats, Wolves with it now.
Well, it's great to be here with you guys tonight. It's an electric atmosphere.
We're glad to have you, Sean. Glad to have you.
Tolson working against Sperry. Gets a handle on the ball.
Breathitt's trying their best to deny Wilgus going back to his left hand.
Yeah.
Good
Ritchie. Tolson to Ritchie underneath. Off the backboard and good. 6:43, 33-31. Wolves has a 2-point lead. Tolson.
No, post Collins.
Yep. Spurry. Inside to Collins. Collins with the turnaround jump shot is good. I don't know where the Cats would be without Christian Collins tonight. Tolson going to work for the Wolves. Spurry in front of him. Looking for the screen from Ritchie or Lige Tolson over in the corner. The three is good for Sawyer Thompson.
You can't help off Sawyer Thompson in those corners.
Yeah.
He's a deadly shooter.
36-33. Hoskins with it inside to Turner. Turner puts down the dribble, puts up a jump shot. Nice shot, but it just rolled off the rim. Empty possession for the Cats. Tolson down the court, working against Spurry. Over to Ritchie. Tolson spins. Fakes, goes up.
Step through pass.
Over to Ritchie, shot no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. You got to love the moves of Wilgus Tolson.
So shifty.
Yeah, so shifty. You got to look. He reminds you of a poor man's Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
You know, as a football coach, I'd love to put some pads on him and see him at tailback.
Or a slot receiver.
Yeah.
I know he's not going to shy away from the contact.
No, definitely not.
And Bryce Hoskins has to check back out after picking up his third foul. But one thing, obviously Bryce is a real talented player, but the Bobcats made their run to get back in it when Bryce was on the bench, and they went a little smaller.
Yeah.
What do you think, Coach? Go back to Collins inside.
I'm sure of it. I mean.
Sperry to Bellamy.
Anytime Luke Bellamy can get an open look, they'll take it.
Yeah, well, you'll take that, yeah.
Little floater by Bellamy in the lane is good.
He needs to see one go in right there.
Yeah, he did.
Uh-oh.
Taken away. Collins down the lane. Goes up. No good. But we'll get the foul.
That's probably a really smart play by Sawyer Thompson there. The last thing you want is
a dunk, or a big-time play.
Christian Collins to go down and dunk that ball and give that whole Breathitt team an adrenaline shot.
He did a great job of getting him out on the floor and getting the foul before it.
He still might make both free throws, but it ain't the same as going down there and ripping that rim off.
Exactly right.
Great anticipation by Collins.
First shot was good. Second shot is money.
Monster game.
Tell you what, he's doing great from the free throw line tonight.
Well of a game tonight.
37-37, 5:18 in the third. Tolson drives. We got an offensive foul on Tolson. Push off on Sperry. Tolson says, hey, Mr. Ref, can we talk about this a minute? I don't think he's going to change his mind, but that's a
third foul on Wilgus.
That is an important foul for Coach Creech right now.
That's a big play for Austin Sperry. He kind of sold that, he kind of flopped out there.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what you do as a defender.
Coach Creech is going to go to a 1-3-1 here.
1-3-1.
He brings Mayab back, or
Hyde Wilgus on the baseline.
Bellamy with it. Back to Sperry.
Looks for Coach Noble to probably try to overload a side.
Yeah.
Over in the corner to Bellamy. Now to Turner, back to Bellamy. Open for three. Looked good, but it's in and out.
Good weak side rebound.
Sperry under the basket, goes back up. And
that's the thing with a 1-3-1. It is hard to rebound out of a matchup and get those box out positions because everyone's farther up on the floor.
Shot was no good, but he'll go to the line.
On the weak side especially, you're over here, the opposite wing has to drop and get contact and box out right there.
That foul was on Lodge Tolson. That's his second. Sperry misses the first free throw.
Looked like he rushed that one a little bit. Good rebound by the young man.
Austin has made some heads-up plays tonight on defense, that's for sure.
I see that.
Puts the ball, dribble down for the second shot. It's up, no good. Turner with a huge rebound, but taken away by Thompson. Thompson spins under the basket, and it's good. Wow, what a move by Sawyer Thompson. Collins under the basket. Offensive foul on Christian Collins. As Lodge Tolson set up zip code under the basket.
Big play.
And
big play. A little frustration by Collins.
Yeah. 39-37. 2 points. 4:34. Lodge Tolson and Christian Collins right now. A lot of jawing going on right in front of the referee. He's trying to take control of it right now. He's talking over their shoulder.
We got veteran refs on this game, and they're going to let them play.
Oh yeah. They expect this of these two clubs.
Yeah, you got to let these guys play. They're going at it hard.
Now these are competitors.
Richie to Wilgus. Wilgus drives. Crazy shot, no good. Bellamy comes down with it. Backs things out for the Cats. Dishes to Turner. Now to an open Combs. Over in the corner to Collins. Collins will take the three. No good, and Tolson comes down with it. Over to Lodge Tolson. Puts his three up, no good. Combs with the rebound to Bellamy. The Cats go back to work.
Andrew Combs finds an open look.
And there it is for Andrew Combs. I'll be honest with you, he's my favorite player in the 14th region. Don't leave him open, he'll make you pay. 39-40, Cats with a 1-point lead.
Giving his team a big spark with that three.
Thompson gets rid of it to Lodge Tolson. Over to Mayab, Levi. With Turner in front of him. Turner in his jersey playing defense. And Turner's going to get called for the foul. Referee's going to talk it over. Turner says, not me. Pleading his case to Coach Noble, but I think he's still talking to the referee.
He said he tripped over my leg. I didn't foul him.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen is a great young man, great athlete, and he'll take a quick breather with 3 fouls, but expect to see something big from this young man. I thought he was going to, there he is. Isaac Bellamy going to come in for him. Yeah, Andrew Mayab and
So now Breathitt has went a little smaller.
Yeah.
You know, basically they still got Collins in there, but
Richie back in.
You know, that's now both teams basically have a 4-guard lineup.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit Sperry, and it looks like Combs gonna have to hit the boards with him.
41-40, 3:05 to go in the third.
Back to a 2-3.
Yeah.
Sperry over to Bellamy. Looks things over, gives back to Sperry. Now to Combs. Back to Sperry. Sperry gonna drive. Goes up, off the backboard, and good. That's the shot that Austin Sperry likes.
Very dynamic move by the young man.
Wolves didn't communicate on that zone, left the middle open there. Richie done a good job probably letting him lay that in, not taking a chance on a foul.
Right.
Thompson with it in the lane. Combs on him. Mayev drives. Passes to Levi. Levi goes under the basket to Thompson. Picked off. Out in front to Sperry. Goes up and a one-handed slam by Austin Sperry. That blows the roof off the Bobcat faithful. Coach Creech got to call a timeout. We'll take it with him and go to commercial break. We'll be right back after this one here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Back, folks, 2:22 to go here in the third quarter. If you couldn't make it in, we're glad you tuned in to watch with us. Coach Gary Brown shared some information with us when he went off the mic. There's about 200 fans out in the entranceway in the foyer here at Wolfe County High School watching this game on the big screen out front. They had to lock the doors. So many people wanted to see this one.
I don't know if people at home caught it or not. Coach Noble just walked down to Coach Creech and gave him a fist pump. Both of them smiled, shook their head.
Yeah, you gotta love it. That's what this is all about. Lides Tolson with Collins in front of him, puts up the three, off the mark. Combs with a rebound.
That's a shot that Coach Creech, you know, you trust Wilgus to take those shots because he's hit a bunch of them, but out of that timeout, I know Coach Creech wanted to try to get something.
44-41. Cats with the
looking to get to that rhythm dribble.
Yep, here he goes off the backboard, no good. Tolson with the big rebound for the Wolves. Down the court, Sperry in front of him. Step back three for Tolson. No good off the rim. Collins clears out the rebound. Gives it to Bellamy. Bellamy going to walk things up for the Cats. Back out to Sperry. Over to Collins. Collins going to take the three. In and out. Danced all over the rim. Bellamy. That's all right, Isaac. He can afford to give up a foul.
Yeah.
He stops the pickup dribble of Tolson under the basket.
Bellamy got a lot of ball right there, but it's in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Not going to get that call.
First foul on Isaac Bellamy. Young man with a big smile on his face. Talk about a passionate player.
If you're not having fun out there tonight, you shouldn't be playing basketball.
You need to go into bowling or something.
Yeah, you can't get up for this game.
Thompson, look out.
Nice
hot
screen
for the Wolves, and he is.
Nice set play there by Coach Creech to bring Thompson around a double screen, get him an open look.
Run the picket fence.
Yeah.
Less than a minute in the third. 43-44. In case you missed the first two games, the Bobcats won at home by 3, and the Wolves won at home by 1.
Look for right here. Spurry's going to try to beat his man and make Richie step up and help and try to throw the lob to Collins.
30 seconds. Coach Lucas Miller called the play, folks. Watch for it. Here we go.
Get to the rim with the best of them. Very athletic.
Or if Combs' defender helps off. If Spurry going to pop the three.
Put up the three. No good. Rebound cleared out of there by Thompson. 14 seconds. Wolves with time. Gives to Lides Tolson. Stops. Long three. It's good. For Elijah Tolson. Cats Bellamy with 3 seconds. It's good. Wow.
Holy. Hey, guys, seriously.
Who's got the ball last? Who's got the ball last?
I've never seen anything like it. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. with the Cats with a 1-point lead over the Wolves.
I'm going to say something. I've never said this. If you're sitting at home and watching this game for free, you ought to send some stars.
Yeah.
I promise you're not getting basketball like this for free anywhere else.
Nowhere else. We'll take a quick break. Our executive producer needs to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
I just told the guys sitting here, and I've always wanted to say this on a Bluegrass Sports Nation broadcast, for the thousands at home that are watching.
And that's a real number.
That is
YouTube and Facebook
That is
combined.
a real number, folks. Thanks for tuning us in. We love it as much as you do. We got a 1-point game. Special thanks to our sponsors, PDQ Sales and Service, Jackson Physical Therapy, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric, Variety Pizza, Wolfe County Farm Bureau, People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time, Southern Woods Heating and Air, the Wolfe County Farm Bureau Federation, Whitaker Bank, Banks Auto Sales, Holbrook Implement, Family Pharmacy, Hometown Pharmacy, and we'll get back to the action.
Buckle your seatbelts, folks. Fourth
8
quarter.
minutes of basketball.
We got 8 more minutes of the best basketball in the state right here. Tolson looking inside, brings it back out to Thompson.
He's got the seal.
Dishes to Richie, knocked loose by Bellamy. Wolves handle it over in the corner to Thompson. In and out, no good tip. Tolson comes back down with it. And he's going to be fouled by Isaac Bellamy. Richie was going up and had Isaac on his shoulders. 7:39 to go in the fourth.
Great job by Richie, the young man. Keep the ball alive. Got it back to Tolson. Tolson passed it to him.
The ball was all over the place that time under the basket. Richie able to get a handle on it and draw the foul. That'll be 2 on Isaac Bellamy. First shot by Richie's good.
He just keeps getting better and better.
Well, people forget Skyler, he's a sophomore. He's been a starter for 3 years, and he's been in a lot of wars.
Yeah.
But
second shot, no good, but rebound cleared. Give to Richie under the basket, and it's good. Great vision by Sawyer Thompson to find Richie cutting back to the basket. Bellamy.
The first blow of the fourth quarter was delivered by the Wolves.
Right.
It won't be the last for either team.
Right. 49-47, 7:26 to go. Lige Tolson heads up defensive play, knocks it out of bounds.
Which team is going to keep the grind?
Combs.
They got to keep it going.
To Bellamy. Bellamy drives, gives to Sperry. Sperry looks inside, gets around the pick from Combs. Give to Collins. Now to Luke Bellamy. Luke stops, puts up the 3. Look out, folks, when Luke Bellamy starts to feel it.
You
and he
can't
is
go
right
under
now.
that screen there. You've got to chase him off that line.
Yes.
50-49, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Wilgus to Lige Tolson. Bellamy in front of Lige. Looks inside. Dishes to Skyler. Skyler loses the handle, picks it back up. Passes to Wilgus Tolson. Back inside to Richie. The big man follows through.
Wilgus is being a floor general right now.
Yes, sir. An open Isaac Bellamy for 3. No good. Skyler Richie with the rebound. Tolson wants to run. He hits the deck. Gets up to say a few words to Isaac. I don't think that was intentional. Isaac going after the player, and Wilgus is hurting his team right now. He's on the verge of getting teed up.
I don't know how you don't get a tee right there.
Well, 24 gave him a shoulder.
He gave 24 a shoulder too.
Absolutely.
He gave it to him down under the basket as soon as he got up.
They didn't call either one of them.
Yeah, maybe a double foul.
I think we may ought to sit both of them and let them cool off a minute. Yeah. That's going to happen, and we knew that was coming sooner or later.
You love the intensity, though. I mean, both teams are giving everything they got. That's probably a good no call. Let both teams. Nobody's hurt. Let's keep playing. But you're right. You're a real competitor.
Both teams.
Both teams.
giving it right now and neither taking anything as they're coming right back with it. 6:32. I like what Sawyer Thompson did, though. He pulled him over in the corner and said, guys, let's get in here tight for a minute.
Well, we talked about it the last time the Wolves and Bobcats played down here. Sawyer and Jalen are a lot alike. They're both so well-mannered and so calm.
Lige Tolson with the three. No good off the front of the rim. Turner clears out the rebound. Spurry directing traffic.
Had Hoskins, but
an
missed
open
him.
Luke Bellamy for three. No good. Skylar Ritchie with another rebound for the Wolves.
The Bobcats missed Hoskins.
Yeah, you're right.
He had a
was under the
wide-open
basket.
look.
Tie up for the ball. Lige Tolson
Let him go
and
to the
Spurry.
Bobcats.
Possession arrow goes to the Breathitt Bobcats.
Got a little loose with the dribble.
6:05 to go in the fourth. 51-50. Wolves still with a 1-point lead. If they're not standing, they're on the edge of their seat here in Rose Gymnasium.
Wolves have went back to this 1-3-1. They have to know where Bellamy is. He's got the hot hand right now.
Spurry.
And kind of flatten it out to be a 1-2-2.
Yeah.
Yep. Turner over to Spurry. Going to drive the lane. Goes up. Off the backboard and good. Another 2 points for Austin Spurry. Wilgus Tolson up the court for the Wolves.
We go two-man game on the side.
Into Ritchie. Ritchie now gives back to Tolson. Drives around Hoskins, dumps to Ritchie. Off the rim. Rebound down to Spurry.
Good look.
That's going to be there. That's just good basketball. Good movement by the Wolves. They'll come back to that. Tolson goes after the ball for Spurry inside to Hoskins. Hoskins puts down the dribble. Kicks it back out to Combs. Combs over Thompson. Jump shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. And it'll go to the Wolves.
Christian Collins going to check back in here for Andrew Combs.
I said it to start the game. We're going to have to say it again. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we got two communities of people here passionate about this game and their players and student athletes. And Lucas Miller said it best. Folks, if you're watching at home, you're watching some superstars. You've got some of the best basketball in the state and less than 5 minutes to go in this one. Kicked ball that time by the Bobcats. The Wolves will take it out of bounds at the baseline.
Yeah, both teams inspired basketball right now. It's a lot of fun.
You said it, Coach. Inspired basketball. Tolson looking to inbound.
Got to get it in.
Got to do something with it. He gets it to Tompkins and Thompson in the corner. Thompson to Wilgus Tolson. 4:40. 51-52. Puts up a long three. No good. Rebound by Bellamy. I don't think Coach Creeks really wanted that shot. 4:30. Cats with a 1-point lead over the Wolves right now. Turner looking inside. Over to Hoskins. Knocked loose by Tolson. He's going to get rewarded up the court with a layup, and it's good for Wilgus Tolson. Good heads-up play that time by Wilgus on defense. Spurry in the lane and draws the foul. Is that going to be on Skylar?
I think so. I think that's his third.
53-52. Wolves with a 1-point lead. 4:09 to go in the fourth.
Coach Austin Spurry continuing to get to the basket. Very nice drives from the elbow area, wing area. When he gets to the rim, he's tough to stop.
Yeah.
Breathitt does a really good job of outletting the ball after a made basket halfway up the floor to let Spurry and Collins and Turner attack.
Yeah.
Spurry with another basket. Special thanks again to Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Thacker Grigsby Communication, Wolfe County Tourism, and Built Right Construction. Second shot by Spurry is good.
53-54, Bobcats lead, 4 minutes to go.
Tolson over to Ritchie. Ritchie looking to get it back to Tolson and does. Tolson going to drive in against Spurry. Up off the backboard, no good, but Spurry will be called for the foul.
That's not a bad foul. He's staying in front of him.
That's basketball.
Yeah. Great drive by the young man.
I think it's just Spurry's, his second. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Special thanks again to the law office of Darrell Harold, Stephen Howard Chiropractic. First shot by Wilgus Tosin is good.
Did you say Stephen Howard?
Yeah.
Chiropractic. Dr. Stephen Howard, my assistant coach for the Tigers.
We appreciate him being on our sponsor list, as well as PDQ Sales and Service and Jackson Physical Therapy. Second shot by Wilgus is good.
I haven't kept track, I wish I would have, of the amount of ties and lead changes in this game, but it's probably a double digit.
Spurry to Collins. Collins been quiet, goes up, oh, the ball rolls out, but Richie going to be called for the foul.
That's a good point, Coach. When you have games like that, you separated 1, 2, and maybe 3. I don't think any team has had a major lead of any kind.
I think Wolfe might have led by 7 early.
The Wolves had that 7-point lead early and carried it a lot of the way through the second quarter.
Yeah. And guys, one thing that happens in games like this, with you play with so much passion and emotion, your legs, late in these games.
Yeah. Collins, free throw no good. Spurry. We got another.
Coach Noble asked the ref, "Are you sure?" He knew it was, but he didn't want it to be. That's 4 on Jalen.
Yeah, that hurts the young man. He went up straight up and hit the ball, but it gave an advantage to the other team, so they give it to Wolfe County. So.
And that's it'll be the 7th team foul. So Sawyer Thompson will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
3:42 left in the fourth. 55-54. Wolves with a 1-point lead.
When the foul bug gets you like that, it's hard to recover.
Scoreboard says Jalen only has 3, so he might just have. But I have to believe he has 4 if he's on the bench right now, to be honest.
Yes, sir, Coach.
Second shot is good for Sawyer Thompson. Little pressure by Wilgus now. Inbound to Bellamy. Back to Sperry. 3:39 left in the fourth.
Wolves in a man-to-man.
Yeah, Wolves went back man.
Bellamy looking to go inside. Goes up against Mayeb. Floater is good for Luke Bellamy.
Luke's got a nice floater.
Yeah.
Good buddy Ryan Turner just told me that Wolfe was up 16-6. Biggest lead.
16-6.
Richie clears out open under the basket. No good. Missed the wide open layup. Spurry taken away by Tosin. Wow, it doesn't get any better. Tosin in the lane, 1-on-3, high off the backboard, no good.
Little out of control.
Hoskins up to Bellamy. Inside tipped by Mayeb.
Coach Creech is probably going to try to slow this down.
Yeah, it's getting too high paced right now.
Good job by Coach Creech, the veteran coach, slowing his team down.
2:47. Thompson working against Combs. Now over to Levi Mayeb.
Going to the handoff action.
Mayeb working against Collins. Dishes off to Thompson. Andrew Combs in front of him. Cats still in the man-to-man. Over in the corner to Wilgus Tosin. He likes that 3 in the corner. He sure did. Here he goes. Spurry lets him go, and he scores 2. Tosin comes up limping. Maybe a cramp.
Coach Creech will call a timeout next time he gets it if Wilgus is still laboring.
Bellamy over to Sperry.
He cramped up on that last layup.
2:02, and Coach Creech has to call the timeout.
Coach Noble must
Coach
have.
Noble did?
Yeah.
They're checking him out. He's just got a cramp.
Wilgus has got the heart of a lion. He's not coming out of this game.
We got a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
$30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
Ready for the last 2 minutes. Both teams with 2 timeouts, 59-56. 1 point or 3 point difference, less than 2 minutes to go. Bellamy over to Turner.
Watch it live.
Back to Bellamy. Gonna shoot the long three. Money for Luke Bellamy.
Big shot. Big shot by the young
We
man.
like to call him Cool Hand Luke at home.
Bellamy, I don't think he scored in the first half. He's come up huge for the Bobcats in the second half.
Yes.
Wilgus Tolson.
Turner back in the game.
Is it 59-59 or 59-60?
I thought it was 59. 59-59. They corrected it now. Wilgus with Sperry on him. Gonna walk back out top of the key.
How you going?
1 minute to go.
He's spreading the floor, going back to the...
Wilgus drives, goes up against Sperry, no good. Collins clears out the rebound. Sperry, across midcourt, wants to take Tolson, goes down the lane, up against Richie, high off the backboard, no good. Collins with the rebound and the putback. The big man has been huge for the Cats. Here comes Tolson, puts up the three, no good. Collins tears down the rebound, and we got a foul. 47 seconds left. 61-59.
Be 1-1 for Collins.
Sir. Collins has been big for the Cats tonight, scoring almost all of the points in the first quarter for the Cats.
This is when you want your boys to be mentally tough right now.
Yeah.
Keep grinding. A lot of time left.
The roof is about to come off at Rose Gymnasium. It's loud. First shot, no good by Collins. Coming out of there with it is who else but Wilgus Tolson as he goes down the lane. Layup, no good. Richie can't handle the putback. We got a foul. Is it on Thompson?
Yeah, I think so, and Jalen Turner will be at the line for a 1-1.
37.5 left on the clock. Bobcats with a 61-59 lead. Senior Jalen Turner steps to the line. Shot is good for Jalen Turner.
Ice in his veins.
That makes it a 3-point game. This here can make it a 2-possession game.
The young man lives for situations like this.
Nice shot.
A built leader is Jalen Turner. 4-point lead, biggest for the Bobcats tonight. Wilgus Tolson over to Lodge. He's going to come up big. Missed the three. Collins pulls down the rebound.
Another rebound by Collins.
The Wolves have got the shots they want. They just haven't been able to get them to go in the last minute.
Fallen.
You know, that's a shot that Coach Creeks, that was a set play to get Elijah a good shot. That's who he wanted to shoot it, just didn't go for him.
We talked earlier about the heavyweight fighters throwing the punches. Right now the Wolves trying to weather a late one by the Bobcats. Combs, first shot is good.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. Wolfe County's got a lot of layups here. They just kind of rimmed in and rimmed out.
Yeah.
Still not out of this, though.
No, 25 seconds is a long time.
A lot of time. Wilgus Tolson can do a lot. Second shot by Combs is good.
Gotta get something quick.
Wilgus crosses midcourt. Sperry in front of him. Give to Mayab under the basket. And they can't get it to foul. No good. Sperry fouled by Wilgus with 13.9 seconds to go. The shots have just not fallen for the Wolves late. They've made ways to the basket and had shots, but they've just not dropped. 59-65. Sperry looking to stretch it out for the Cats right now. 13.9 seconds to go in the fourth. Bobcat faithful is electric right now as Austin Sperry.
That makes it a 3-possession game.
Buries the first shot.
Breathitt hit their free throws in the fourth here. Done what they needed to do.
Sperry takes a deep breath, puts up the second shot. It's good. The Cats with an 8-point lead, 11 seconds. Tolson steps back, fires the three. No good. Combs with the rebound. Combs dribbles it out of there. 2 seconds. Sperry throws it up, and the Bobcats of Breathitt County come into Rose Gymnasium and will go out an 8-point winner, 67-59. We'll take a quick break and go to commercial, and we'll be back to recap this one here from Rose Gymnasium.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
$30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
Folks, we are back from Rose Gymnasium, where the Bobcats of Breathitt County have pulled out an 8-point win to be the 55th district champions over the Wolfe County Wolves. Guys, I've talked all night. I'll let you guys talk about it. A hard-fought battle between these two clubs. It doesn't get any better.
No, I mean, we talked about it during the game some and before the game some. You know, it was a game of runs, and Wolfe jumped out. Breathitt answered. Wolfe had another run. Breathitt made a run, took the lead. Wolfe came back in the fourth and took the lead. The Bobcats were able to make that final run. The Wolves couldn't get a few shots they would normally hit to go down, you know, in the end of the fourth, and that happens. You know, they had the guys they wanted shooting it, and, you know, you hate to see people lose this game, but, you know, what I want to tell people is both these teams next week are major contenders for the regional title.
Absolutely, Coach. That's a great point. I mean, you know, don't sleep on the Wolves. They'll be back, and you know, some of those little easy shots that they kind of rimmed out there at the end, they go down, and you know, you don't know who could come out on top at any time. But congratulations to the Breathitt County Bobcats. They hit the free throws at the end, executed a big three by Bellamy, really led them to victory.
And you know, with a game like this, as I think we might have had the cheerleaders crowned. I think the Breathitt Bobcats have won the cheerleading competition. In a game like this, my coach used to always say this is a player's game.
Right.
You know, both teams are going on to the region.
Yeah.
And you got to enjoy nights like this. This is a night that every one of these young men, it's going to sting for the Wolves. They wanted to win. They played their hearts out. Not one person that played on that floor tonight didn't give 110% from either team.
Coach, that's an excellent point right there, because, you know, Wolves stinging right now. They wanted to win their home court, you know, hosting a very fine district tournament up here. The fans been great. The students been great. It's just
it's the best environment, the best atmosphere I've been in a long time, and I've been doing high school basketball for about 20 years. And this was one of the funnest nights that I've ever been a part of. I'm just glad to be
with these guys right here, man. It was a lot of fun tonight.
I couldn't say it any better. I told the fans earlier they had some great basketball. I love this. You guys need to clear your schedule. Yeah. You know, all three of us have got a good lifetime ahead of us as announcers.
That's right. I'll tell you what.
I enjoyed
sitting
this.
In this chair is a little easier than down on the
much easier being on the court. I've enjoyed this. Thanks to Lucas and Sean Noble for being here for this call. You can't say anything more than this was the best basketball game definitely in our region tonight, and I would venture to say across the state, you're not going to see an atmosphere much better than this one. This is mountain basketball at its finest.
I don't mean to interrupt at all.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, you know, Wilgus Tolson's probably one of the most competitive kids that I've ever seen wear a Wolfe County uniform.
You're right.
And he just played his last game on Rose Gymnasium's floor, and when he got called out, every player on Breathitt's bench clapped for him, and every coach clapped for him. And that's what this is about.
That is, you're right.
You know,
absolutely.
The respect that these guys have, you know, everybody wants to win.
Yeah.
And Wilgus has definitely done his share of winning in this district. But, you know, for Jalen Turner and all those guys over there to appreciate his effort, that shows the type of kids they are.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Well, Wilgus has put the nail in the coffin a couple times for the Cats.
Absolutely.
So they know how the Sting feels, too.
Sure, yeah.
And for them to congratulate him and to give him a hand clap for his effort, like you said, that's what this is all about.
You know, you'll play these high school games. You'll play team buddies in college and stuff like that. But when it's over, you know, you look back and you respect those guys. And he's a true competitor, along with all the Breathitt County Bobcats.
Absolutely.
And he'll be back. He'll be back.
We want to remind everybody after the trophies and everything's handed out, we will have post-game conferences that you can watch right here live on BSN. So be sure to tune into those. Those probably about 20 minutes away, maybe 15, 20 minutes away. So we want to remind everybody to do that.
A touch base for some leading scorers. We'll talk about that real quick before we go off the air. Austin Sperry with 22. Christian Collins with 21. Luke Bellamy with 13 for the Bobcats. You go to the Wolves side of things, Mr. Basketball himself, Wilgus Tolson with 24 points and a great night. Sawyer Thompson with 17 for the Wolves. You can't say enough about the effort that all of these guys did offensively and defensively.
Absolutely.
You know, look at Skylar Ritchie under the board all night long. Look at the contribution that Hoskins and Collins made to the Cats early on. Hoskins, we didn't call his name a bunch tonight, but the work he did under the basket kept someone else open.
Luke Bellamy in the second half,
exactly.
You know, he was the difference.
Scoreless in the first half, comes out in the second half and says, give me the ball. 13 points for him.
Sawyer Thompson had a big night for the Wolves.
Big night.
Hit a lot of big shots.
Special thanks again to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without the huge list of sponsors that we have. You guys make this all possible. We appreciate that. Fans, if you're watching and you have a need, be sure and go by and visit our sponsors and patronize them. Folks, this edition of the Wolfe County Wolves and the Breathitt Bobcats comes to an end with the Bobcats the winner tonight.
To be continued.
Yes, sir, to be continued. What a great rivalry between these two teams.
How great would it be if they met in the regional finals?
I was just getting ready to say, what happens if we see them in the region?
Yeah.
So as we wrap this one up, special thanks again to Coach Sean Noble. Special thanks to Lucas Miller, Ty Back, Darren Back, and, of course, Brendan Miller, who helps bring all this to you guys.
Brendan Miller, the man.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm Rob Hounshell for Bluegrass Sports Nation. That's it tonight. We'll see you next week.